What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I am the GZ guy, and today I want to talk a little bit more about some of the stuff under the hood of my vehicle, specifically some dress-up parts. The reason behind that is over on my Instagram page, I've had quite a few questions coming in after posting a few photos of the engine bay. So I want to talk to you guys a little more about that, the quality of some of the parts. So let me get the camera spun around. I'll tell you what parts I'm referring to. I'll give you my honest feedback and opinion on them, and how hard or easy they were to install. Let's take a look. All right, guys, so there it is. There is the engine bay. The parts I want to refer to today or talk about are going to be the Weapon R coolant overflow tank and the Weapon R power steering tank. So just like a lot of the questions and comments I've gotten over time, I have heard good and bad about both. So I've had both of these now installed on the car for quite a while. And honestly, I have had no issues with either one of them whatsoever. Install, super easy. On the power steering, literally you have two bolts that you need to remove. To remove the old one, you slip it off. This goes in place. As far as fitment goes, as you can see, it leans back a little bit. Just because of the way the brackets are, I do believe, like I said, I've had this on here for quite a while. This lower side bracket, I had to play with it a little bit because it was pushed in. It was super simple, wasn't a big deal. As you can see, and I'm running the aftermarket hoses. So the thickness and the ply on the silicone hoses was a small challenge getting the actual hose over the nipple on the bottom half of this. But once they were on and they're super secure, went ahead and got them tightened down. So no issues at all with that. Quality, I would say it's going to be like a lot of billet parts. As long as you take care of it, it does scratch super easy. As you can see, there's a few in there. But for the most part, you can get most of those out because it is soft. But it doesn't take a whole lot when you polish it to get them out. You also have to be careful. Otherwise, you get scratches like that. Moving on to the coolant tank, I've had no leaks, no issues, nothing wrong with any of the fittings. I have thought about, and well, I'm going to upgrade these plastic fittings to metal at some point. Not because I've had any issues with these. I just want it, A, for looks and a little bit higher quality. But overall, the quality and fitment is spot on when it comes to this as well. The only thing I don't like is the way that it fits down for the coolant tank is this single bolt. But as you can see, it is tight, it is in there. It's not an issue. It doesn't wiggle around. I don't have any leak issues. As far as install goes, again, old one out, new one in. Just be super careful when you're doing it because, like I said, you can scratch it easily. Other than that, I have to give the Weapon R products a good rating. I don't know if maybe at some point they had a bad batch or anything like that. I, however, can attest that the quality is pretty good. The look, I think it looks really nice under the engine bay, and I've had no issues. Unfortunately, the decal on this peeled off, but this is also a Weapon R torque damper. Pretty easy install. The only thing I ran into, because I am running an aftermarket strut bar, and the way that this is set to be done, it comes with a bracket where it would mount over your strut. I was able to custom fit a longer bolt through here, hardened bolt, and just went through the top part of the strut. It actually worked out perfectly. I was able to adjust this. This is adjustable for your length, and went ahead and put it on, and I've had no issues. Also, since we're talking under the hood with the Kinetics upper intake plenum, I've had people ask me if I've had any issues. I know that the older Kinetics V2s, or I think it was I don't know if it was a V2. The V2, I believe it was, and this is the V2 Plus. They have changed the material that they're using. So as we look around it, visual inspection, I have no cracking or anything like that where it bolts down. Everything is torqued to spec. So again, great quality product as far as I'm concerned. I've had no issues with it. I've had no leaks or anything like that. So overall, guys, those were the couple of the parts I wanted to talk about today. If you were thinking about doing it, I know that they're getting harder to come by. I don't know if Weapon R is still producing them or if they have discontinued, but I know that you can find them here and there at a couple sites. And if it's something that you're looking into to dress up your engine bay, I highly recommend it. Like I said, I personally haven't had any issues. If you're running either one of these parts or have, please leave a drop a comment down below. Let me know of any problems you've had, what you did to rectify those issues, or if, like me, you're running them, you have them on the car with no issues. I do have the, which I had mentioned, Weapon R catch can that mounts towards the front, but that was not designed to run with an aftermarket radiator, which I am running. So I will, in a separate video at some point, we'll go back over it. I'll get it out and show you. But essentially, because this is thicker than the stock radiator, and the way it is set to mount, it hits on this, which I can actually make extended brackets and run it. I haven't done that yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to go with a different catch can. I'll probably actually end up putting that one on there because it does match everything else with the polished look to it. But again, guys, I wouldn't be discouraged by some of the stuff you've read out there. I've also got questions about like the aftermarket lightweight pulley kit on my car. I've had no problems. There's no cracking. I don't have any weird surges or idles or anything like that. My suggestion with the pulleys, since we're talking under the hood, if you're going to run them, get a reputable company or a brand. And most of the time they back their products and you won't have an issue. And if you do, you can contact the distributor and they'll help you out. I'm running the AMS pulley kit, reasonable priced. Definitely made a difference that was noticeable. Highly suggest it. And again, guys, if I have something that I'm running or I have ran and I have issues with it, I'm going to let you guys know because I get it. Things get super costly, especially when you start dumping more parts into the car. And none of us want to buy stuff that we're going to have to replace or that it's going to cause failure or other issues. So again, guys, I mean, you don't have to take my word for it. I just want to touch base and let you guys know what I have found and what I'm running. And like I said, this channel is a community. I want to help you guys while you hopefully enjoy watching the content as my build progresses and as I do more to the car. So with that said, guys, I do have something else I want to address and talk about. Our subscriber numbers have been going up, and I am so grateful for that. So one of the things that I have done over time on my vehicle was I was originally running a carbon fiber engine top cover, but with the aftermarket upper intake plenum, I went a different route and went with the polished wire cover. With that said, guys, I've been talking about it. So there is the carbon fiber engine cover. Unfortunately, it just does not fit anymore with that upper plenum and the strut bar. So I'm going to do a giveaway on this. It is basically brand new. Again, I did run it. I did have it on the car. There's a couple little issues, some small cracking and stuff, but you guys aren't going to have to pay for it. That's the best part. I'm going to be doing a giveaway on this. I have not decided exactly what criteria, but I wanted to show it to you guys so that way you are aware this will be coming up. And once I get it figured out on how I want to go about this next giveaway, you will have the opportunity to win it. That is my way of hopefully being able to try and let you guys know how much I appreciate you and help you out with your builds, because I understand it is a costly process. It can be a slow process. And honestly, it is beautiful when it is installed on the car. I loved it, and it kind of broke my heart once I put that other plenum on there, not being able to run it, because even sitting here looking at it, it makes me just want to put it back on the car. It looks amazing. So with that said, guys, stay tuned. One of the stipulations behind that I can tell you is you have to be following actively here and over on Instagram if you want a chance to win that. And once I figure out exactly how I want to do this next giveaway, I will make sure update information on here on the channel and over on Instagram, and we'll move forward with that. So just something to look forward to. That is coming up, guys, but that is going to be it for today's video. Once again, I appreciate you guys so much for taking your time to check in, watch the videos. Go ahead and drop comments down below, guys. Let me hear what you have to say. Good, bad, or indifferent. I get it. We all have different tastes and styles. This just happens to be the route I'm going. I enjoy it. but I still want to hear from you guys, because without you guys, I'm just some random guy rambling on talking to my phone. With that said, guys, thank you so much. Remember, the most important thing you can do, be kind to each other. I will see you on the next one. Later.